All right. Hey, yo. Hello, hello. This is gonna be a short stream, but I wanted to do a little something after getting back from activities today. So we doing this. Right, there's literally, this is one of those areas, there's literally no music. Not even ambience, it's just silence. We've just been sitting here, so magnifying glass. I remember some of the hex from examining this place, I think. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Let's turn that down a tad. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. So normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. I remember that. Oh, man. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick! Let's take a look inside! Maybe we could find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like samurai spear. We don't need a spear. Hey, buddy. Stupid late night stream. This is gonna be a really short stream, but I want to do something. I feel like talking a lot, and so I'm just doing this because I felt ready to delve into case 3. And that's the murder weapon. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Huh? Okay, thanks for coming though, dude. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Please, you can make it at least. Well, that sound like a lot of heart when I said that. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Good question. And I remember for a little bit when I first examined this place, I don't think I realized you could slide for a little bit. And so, woo, let's examine the lunch, which won't become relevant until much later in the case, if I remember correctly. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone steak on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak! That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Steak is okay. I've, officially had steak now, and, it's really, well, I think I had it, what did I have it? Did I have it well done? I think I had it medium well, is what I had it. Although it was, chunks in, a pasta that I had it in. But, I think I had it, medium well. And, it was, too tough and chewy for me. And, oddly enough, I actually kind of liked, someone else also had steak, but they had it rare, at the same table as me, with who I was, having dinner with at the place. And, like, I tried that, and I'm like, wait, I actually kind of like this better. And so I think next time I have steak, I'm gonna try it medium rare. Yes. I remember this because it was semi-recently that I went to said... I think it was Longhorn Steakhouse that we went to. What even was it for? I can't even remember. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? I mean, good point. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably neo-old Tokyo castle. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. Kid could fit through there, I bet. Yup. Yeah, if you sneak in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Let's see, I believe that's everything then? There's nothing to say about whatever this is. Oh yes, this place brings back memories of when I was playing this case for the first time. Now, time to go to the dressing room, which we've already seen in a flashback. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. So the first thing I have to examine are these, for a very specific reason. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, hungry! You just had a burger! Yeah, but I have separate stomachs for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? I remember, first time I saw this, came in here, and I'm like, I was gonna call... Like, when I came in here the first time, when I was playing this case for the first time, I remember just, like, coming in here and, like, seeing that on the table and, like, examining it and being like, I'm calling it now, he was drugged. I'm calling it now, he was drugged. And then I was right. I remember being so happy when it was finally got to that later in the case and it was finally confirmed, and I'm like, yes. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. Maybe if I wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Hey, don't make fun of our acolyte clothes. I think they look just fine. Or the bag. I remember the funny dialogue. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. You see, my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Now there is something very specific I remember from this examination, actually, from me saying it. I vividly remember this. So, like, I laughed at this line the first time I saw it because I was super confused. And I'm like, wait, so you actually like your hair spiky, Phoenix? Because, like, with some of the presses earlier, like case 2, where he would be like, when people would call his hair spiky, he seemed to, like, not like it. And then, like, I see this light, and I'm like, do you like your hair spiky? Do you like people calling your hair spiky or not, Phoenix? Like, what? You make no sense. I remember that so vividly. When I first played this and saw this line for the first time. I said my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Ooh, there was a bubble in my throat when I said that. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh! This is the wiki used in Samurai Boogie Woogie! What? Nick, try this on! No. And how can you tell the name of a show by just looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda? Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Now is the bag. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers'. Right, this is where you get the card key. I forgot when you got it. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Card key. I wonder what else is inside Powers' bag. Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. She ain't Kay Faraday. Oh man, I do not know who I like better, Kay or Maya. Existential crisis here as I try to decide which character I like more. Oh, hey, old bag. Time to go to Studio... Wait, why can't I go to Studio One? I literally just got the card key. Oh, Gumshoe same. Da, 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 da. Hey, detective! Take a look at this! What's that? Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't show him that! You confiscate it! Aw, I just wanted to show it off. Oh, right, I have to examine it first. It's weird like that. Okay. The entrance to Studio One. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick! What is this card key we borrowed from the dressing room work? It opens! Alright, we're in! She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. There we go. Now, Studio One. And this is Penny, I think. Right? October 16th, Studio One. What is it? You're quiet all of a sudden. Just give me the shivers, Nick. That white tape. It's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. His murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Dang. So, oddly dead. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got to save that for last. Oh, actually, if I examine the equipment, I think that's how Penny shows up. So we'll examine that last. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai! I think she's being serious. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that! What about those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming? And look, a megaphone! Real-life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Chin! This girl is more trouble than I thought. I freaking love Maya, dude. Like, Maya's awesome. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Now, I remember being so happy. A ladder! That's a step ladder. I remember being so happy when I examined this the first time because I had heard of this being like a running gag throughout the series, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this when it first appears? Oh man! And I was like so happy. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Oh yeah! This is where that line originated from. Right. Sorry. This girl is out there. Oh man, and I also remember just becoming ever so ecstatic when this was brought up in investigations between Kay and Edgeworth. It was actually in case 5 of the first investigations game, where you're like in the outside stage area of the embassy building, and like there's like a ladder there that you can examine. In case like it's a ladder, and then Edgeworth is just like, it's a step ladder, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is hilarious! Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course! That's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama! Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo! Oh, right. Ow, look at that camera! It must cost a ton! Yeah, so don't touch it! Whoa, it's heavier than I thought! Hey, you! No touching that! Eddie! Wow, I remember that oddly correctly. Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know... You know? No, I don't know! Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with prompts and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. Ray Laurie's representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't know you has one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never heard a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. We have not met the culprits yet. That's another thing. I'm curious as to when we actually meet Salmonella and D. Vasquez. Wait. Why is Gumshoe's theme playing? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Hello, the day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on the staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't... The studios aren't doing so well right now. Alrighty. Thanks, dude, for popping in for a little bit. I appreciate it. I know it's late night stream for a reason. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a good night, dude. Thank you, thank you. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. You write this. In the morning, we went through the action sequences of the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers' The employee area, that's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Hey, yep. Thanks, buddy. Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. I remember this was information I clung on to and remembered a lot. Clung on to and actually remembered. Throughout, like, the whole case. And I'm like, right. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? Oh, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message from him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. Oh, he was the only one who came into the studio. He has to be the killer. He even have a photograph. Alright, we don't have the photograph yet, because Old Bag hasn't left yet. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about! A clue! Lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I had a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't the security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone out other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think it doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Does she testify? She has to! Actually, now that I think about it, she does! I don't ever remember seeing, like, any testimonies from her. So I'm pretty sure, like, Old Bag testifies. And I know Cody does when he gets introduced. And of course Vasquez does as well, once she's put under suspicion. I'm pretty sure Manila does as well. I don't think she ever does. I don't remember her testifying. I don't remember her being a witness. Like, I don't ever remember us, like, having to look through any of... I don't really remember much of the court proceedings of this case. Nick, what about that security lady? Someone else came into the studio. She must have seen them. Yep. Chapter 16, Global Studios main gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost! What? Saw that suspicious look on your face! I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be! But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me quick, you spike-eared Cretin! Someone's been blaming the work I do, we were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. She's not even a full-time employee! You youngins are like that nowadays, right? Your oh, yep, okay, here she goes. He's like, oh, yep, here she goes. She left. Freaking Old Bag, man. Well, Nick? This is our chance to do what we can do without her looking over our shoulders. Exactly. Computer. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick! You can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the ST1307. There! Entered. How did I remember that? Why do I remember it? That's why you have to remember the security camera, right? That's why you have to remember the ID of the security camera. Hey, you're printing up the data for that day. Let's see what we got. This photo, yes. Huh? That's sure Will Powers. Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with his photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Yes, I remember when I first learned this, and I'm like, photo number 2? What? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Taking out the gate between Powers' question mark photo. Taken at the gate between the entrance to the studio. It's October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Hey, Nick! Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. You put the security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. That's what I said. Anyway, share this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it's just a joke. So, are we done for today? Oh wait, are we going into court already? Are we going into court already? I think this photo's what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. How in the world do we deduce what... We're going into trial with 4 pieces of evidence? What? I guess I'm so much more used to such, like, lengthier, like, investigations now, I suppose. Especially because I believe there are 3 trials in this case, if I remember correctly. We have just a map of the area, the autopsy report. We technically only have 3 pieces of evidence. Because this is literally, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, this is literally just something that's in our inventory. Solely for the purpose of getting to Studio 1. So we only have 3 pieces of evidence, and we're going into trial already? I did not remember how little you accumulated. Maybe it really is that security lady? Oh my gosh, we really are going into trial already! What the heck? Well, that's a good save jingle. Day 2, trial. Yeah, we're literally going into trial already, what? October 18th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 4. Wait, we're going straight into the... This is so weird! I'm, like, going back and seeing how the first game worked. And being like, wait, this is not how it usually works. It's like we don't have conversations with our clients before we go into court. Like in the defendant lobby, it's like nothing happens before the trial starts. We just go straight into trial. Like, oh my gosh. Like, this is so weird. Hi, Edgeworth. Oh, right. Hey, Edgeworth. Right. Powers and uncertain controlling the real powers! Hi, Edgeworth. Right. Hello. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It's impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call this witness.
Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. I love how he's the most familiar face already, even though he's only been in one case. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the grind map here.
Except that. Only in, like, a moment, because I have to go plug in my computer. I'm done. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright.
So I understand this case is spreading across the land of the studio, see? This here is the employee area.
Sorry about that. OBS just, like, disconnected for some reason. Anyways, I was saying, like, what are we even gonna do in this trial? We have 3 pieces of evidence. Like, I forgot how just, like, little evidence you get in this. Like, it's so weird going back and seeing this.
Now, on the night of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. Production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. Samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest with a murder weapon.
Oh, right. Another thing came back to me of the fact that the samurai spear wasn't actually the murder weapon.
That's the case in brief. Would you like to hear that again?
Should I listen to that whole thing again? No, skip it. I'm good. I think I could probably remember that.
So the murder weapon is a spear! Oh, medieval!
Samurai spear, right. Wow, the things you have to deduce with this, I remember. This spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is... What did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood!
Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh, right. It's so weird not having Gumshoe actually testify anything. Like, this is so weird. Like, the formula of the game feels so different. Will the witness declare a name? Oh, right. Oh, right. Right. And so this begins. I totally forgot about this. And this freaking character, man. There's probably some set pieces. Plastered! Your name, please! Jordan's like, what? Oh, good gracious. Oh, good gracious, we get to see this shenanigans! The shenanigans!
Oh, dearie, no need to be concerned.
Your name, please! There's a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
This is weirdly amusing. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Any old bag, dearie. It's coming.
Check to the witness's cognitiveness. Oh, this is so ridiculous. All the things that I forgot that Edgeworth said in the first game. Oh my gosh. The fact that they... objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained!
Like, it's so... reads in that line of text. The judge's line that's explained. Oh, that was... Oh, that got to me! Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about most of this! Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to open the court record!
The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
Too bad, she's gonna do that a lot.
This game's good for a dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony?
No, this was definitely the main murder court.
You say I was.
To get to the scene of the murder, someone would have passed by you.
No, you're not, dearie.
You might be getting your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag. Dude, like, Phoenix in the first game is something else. Oh, right, I'm never expecting this music. I'm always expecting something different.
On the night of the murder, arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer, the rest had been doing runs there since the morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. So the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, a concerned man walked by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers! The man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Ward?
Yes, Your Honor. Alright. What do we even do with this testimony? We have 3 pieces of evidence right now. We have 3 pieces of evidence. Well, actually, no. Never mind, we have 4 because the samurai spear was added, right? But, like, still. This is so little evidence to go into a trial with. Like, look how little evidence we have. In all honesty, I forget the bulk of the evidence in, like, the court proceedings and the testimonies in this case. Like, I forget a lot of things about this case of just how it proceeds and how you figure stuff out. Like, I remember the general consensus, like, the end, like, the summary of, like, what actually happens, but, like, I hardly remember where you do things, except for, like, one specific testimony near the very end of the case. And he was... So up until that time, anyone who wanted to go into this... Anyone who wanted to could go into the studio?
Well, there was a security guard at the gate now. The main gate was locked, dearie. You needed a playing card key to get in.
Right, the card key that I have. So, what she's saying is no one was who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? this is weird because, like, I'm not used to Edgeworth being because, like, Edgeworth was the first just typical prosecutor that you ran into in cases 2 and 3. Because, like, the formula of these games is that Payne is the prosecutor for the first case, which is the shorter one that's just a trial. That's kind of like the tutorial / setting the stage for the game. And then you meet the prosecutor of the game, who is the prosecutor for cases 2 and 3. And then it changes in the last case. If we... And, like, the fact that Edgeworth is said prosecutor that is just shows up in cases 2 and 3. A run-through?
They're working on a scene between the Steel Summer and the evil magistrate. Now the basis for your by noon and we're working in the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5 p.m. My poor old hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was to run through in the morning, why did you only get there after noon? Kind of errands.
No.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Sorry, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper! Told you to lock the gate, didn't I? I did my job!
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I was watching Hammers run through as always. Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too! You could quit being Spear Me and take up guard duty. Good idea! I kind of remember that conversation, actually. Did you see the victim, then?
I see poor old Hammer? Nope. I've already got to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next. Jeez, like, I'm still so not used to seeing his sprites in the main series anymore, because, like, I've gotten so incredibly used to them in the investigation series. So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second?
Of course! Especially, you know, you're criticizing how I do my job, Whippersnapper.
No, it's just, after seeing you eat those donuts in the guard station yesterday...
I can't watch two eating donuts at the same time! Snipper Webber!
Snipper Webber? One bag's losing it, Nick. Why did you raise an objection?
So, I was on her for the afternoon the whole time. What did you say?
How did you know that?
In my way, it's not just the detective told me. He had some donuts and he talked and talked. He asked me if this got out for his job.
Poor Detective Gumshoe getting grounded out by a security guard. Andrew's just like ellipses. They're probably thinking about cutting his salary. 2 o'clock? You're sure?
Sure as spit.
Well, who was the man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. No, don't get your skivvies and all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was.
Oh, right. We just have to present the photo on this, if I remember correctly. So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Go wax in your ears, Sonny.
Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him. Nick, doesn't she seem like she's enjoying this a little too much?
Windbags love gossiping about other people's misfortunes.
Can't you get her kicked somewhere else?
If I remember correctly. Yep, okay. Slam. Let me get this straight, old bag. Or, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Yes, Mama, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Tokyo. I can never say that right. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Powers! Does it teach you any sense, Sonny? Then we can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. Sure, freaking, oh my gosh. He's like, wait, shoot, that's not good. I'm not supposed to say that. This is so weird. Just seeing how, oh my gosh, this is weird. This is weird, this is weird, this is weird. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Oh, is this what we get to think about his ankle?
I know that! It's more than yesterday!
No one in this court is accusing that. Miss, witness.
He's having trouble calling her Old Bag, apparently.
What? You do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Real man? Of course I have proof!
What? Oh, even... I just want to say the same exact thing, Phoenix. You took the words right out of my mouth. I'm like, even Edgeworth is surprised. Except he said it a little more in disbelief. Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
It's how everyone would be so nosy. You should be ashamed, all of you! And when I showed that photo to the young detective, told me this isn't any good evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbags left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. This is weird. This is so weird. I'm not... Wow. This is strange. So many good lines!
Let's hear about your proof, then.
What do we even do with this, though?
Never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run through the action scene, some Powers trip and fall. Broke one of his props. It's a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle very bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's striking his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I know it was Powers. Happy?
Yep, okay, I remember this proceeding.
So I had sprained his ankle? That's all. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeaks. Yeah, it looks like this one is just pressing.
Where's Snapper?
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
How do you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs? Everything I said was on the straight and narrow. Give it up! You today!
Oh, okay, here she goes. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. This is so weird. He didn't even say anything, and that's the point. So please, for all our sakes. Who was present at the run-through?
Let's see. There's Powers, he's a Steel Samurai. Poor old Haverly on the match straight. And me.
Oh, what exactly were you doing?
Hey, just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she did see the run-through then.
Step out, trip and fall.
Trip and fall?
Yes! I think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. Laugh. Powers sprained his ankle. It'll make it better for him, of course.
You help make it better?
Yes, they weren't hurt.
Why did you skip over that part, Jelly?
Where was the assistant then?
Where? She's cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony. Edgeworth, oh my gosh. He broke a prompt?
Sure did! Some samurai spear.
Samurai spear? The murder woman?
Oh yeah, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Regular shouted and mended with duct tape. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
So that he can walk around. Dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Alright, stop dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there's one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where's the Steel Samurai costume now?
Good question. I almost called him Mr. Judge for some reason. And does that stir memories of a certain character. Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure, Your Honor? Honestly, I'm gonna say wait and see. This is not the point we want to object to. I think I'll wait and see where this goes.
I suppose since there weren't any additional crew members at the studios that day, it's quite likely there was a defendant inside that costume. See no problem with this evidence.
Bow! Bow! I freaking love his bow, man. I say that literally every single time. Say it. Most perceptive, Your Honor. He still doesn't seem that convinced to me. I hope. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
That's twice!
Oh, that was... Continue? What? Wait, I'm confused. Wait! What's happening? I'm confused. Wait, what? Wait, what's happening? This is weird!
Poor Hammer says it's 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before that was Will Powers!
remember this happening? Like, at all? Remember this happening?
No one else went there! And I would have seen them!
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have been the Steel Samurai who did it. It's alright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Interesting. How do you know that?
Didn't I just explain? I've noticed the ex-detective. Then after some rubbish about it being secret pal, he told me everything.
Father, this day was a wonderful, wonderful day. We come before you, Lord Jesus, and give you praise and glory and honor. I thank you, Mackenzie, and lift her up unto you. Knowing, Lord Jesus, she's going to have a wonderful night's sleep tonight, a peaceful, restful sleep. Thank you for the peace of God that rules and reigns her life, the peace of God that rules and reigns her life, while she sleeps tonight. Thank you for that. We just give you praise and glory and honor for that, Father, in the name of Jesus.
Alright, sorry about that.
I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking pass by at all.
Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1 p.m.? Why, everyone was deployed in the area before then. I locked the main gate so no one can get in. Not to mention...
Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it.
What? Well, you know what I mean. Well, Limbacks have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Wow, ouch. The jokes they make in some of this, I forgot. Yeah, death was 2:30. What do we do with this test? Do we just present the photo again and say someone else did pass by? No one else went there. Present the photo again and be like, it's photo number 2. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sir, Sonny.
So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
Well, here I thought you didn't know you had from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, no, if you wanted to work the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
But I know what that means. It was taken on 2 p.m. on October 15th. October the 15th, really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright!
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Me? What's your mouth with your snapper? The only person I saw that day was Will Bowers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes. That's what it seemed to me.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things.
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some of you, you're a witness for 2. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Holzberg?
That's right. I just remember something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes, I suppose you can put it that way.
I remember getting all hyped up to be like, oh wait, okay, so who was it? Who was it?
Percy! You're just Bertie Blair's?
And then it ended up just being Cody.
But after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. There aren't any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? But think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Huh? I'm playing.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Poor Sonny. Well, I just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say that this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Oh, Maya. Phoenix's voice clips still sound weird. Another job?
That's right. Check all the people that passed the main gate that day. Closely every one of the photos the security camera takes.
Do you back up all of the security camera data?
they keep telling me to, yes. These computers are just so frustrating.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
You can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I did just like a Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Oh, this was shorter than I... Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased?
Fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. Information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. Always hanging about. I was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, let's know. There's a train that goes into the employee area.
Yep.
Grate has been loose for a while. He's outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
Told you they were freaks. And? They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. They said I didn't pay him much mind.
Is what coming up that I think is coming up? Oh.
So erase the data.
Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him.
Let's go. We'll take a 5-minute recess.
Oh wait, a recess? What? There wasn't one of those in case 2?
I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. No forgetting vital information this time.
Oh, a recess. Oh. I got used to not having one of these already. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio.
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So, who is the steel samurai in that security photo? Hoo boy. Yes, that question.
How should I know? Steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What?
You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume.
That's kind of tongue twister. Steal a steel samurai costume. Blah. So, where does this
leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right! And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day!
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick! It's time!
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? You're so silent like that?
Phoenix. Okay, what's coming?
We'll now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edwards, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else now who could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well, Mr. Rick, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order! Interesting. Let us hear you have in mind, however. Be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. So the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder?
This! This! Oh my gosh. I remember this so freaking vividly. This was the first time I had ever lost health in the game when I was first playing it. And I was so mad at myself because this was the prime example of me overthinking things. You just have to say the security lady. They were hinting at that this entire time. And for some reason, I didn't say the security lady. And then I tricked myself into trying both of these options before actually choosing the right one. And I'm still mad at myself to this day for doing that. Like, why? Why am I like this? So the freaking security lady, man, like, just like catharsis for knowing what to do now, doing that and getting that and not losing health there. Oh my gosh. That stupid place. Oh man. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Ew! The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. The things surrounding, like, who knew about this injury and, like, when it happened, and, like, just, it's everything surrounding this piece of information just, for some reason, made my brain just, like, did not work with my brain for, like, a very specific reason much, much later in the case that I can remember. So I remember one thing. Anyways, yeah. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer that knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper?
Trial should end now, though. Like, this was a remarkably short trial. Okay.
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? This Miss Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume. Said that quicker that time. Then slipped it into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she get into trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in this costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see! Excellent detective reasoning, Mr. Wright!
Oh yeah, right here, Sherlock Holmes. Oh yeah, I remember him being so unbelievably cocky here, and here comes Edward's objection. That sod? Isn't this the part where Edward pounces? Oh. Funny, I didn't remember that! Ooh, this is one of these moments. This is one of these moments. Oh, yes. Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection to some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edwards, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
Oh, what? What's that supposed to mean? So you all think I did it? Is that it? Just sit there?
That's my move. I think now's my chance to take this the whole way. Well, the whole point of this was to just... This is weird. Like, I'm not used to, like, the weird way that... the first game works. Curious to see how different Case 4 was now. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
She did something so horrible for Hammer!
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Hey, just a minute! About the other person who went to the studio! The boy! What is photo I erased?
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, wasn't?
That doesn't matter! I was that age, I could fit my old man 10 second stops!
What?
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy's not the killer. He's a very vital witness, though. He's an extremely vital witness, and I feel so bad for the kid. He's actually a really interesting character, if I remember correctly.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it nice to be... Or is it be nice to the kids to meet your elder say, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed? Well, let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder?
Oh, right, this is when you're just like, the samurai spear is like too heavy. I remember this. Your Honor, the murder weapon was a samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the gun trial for today.
That was an extremely short trial, wow. I forgot how, like, short some of these were, actually. I mean, like, we went into the trial with literally 3 pieces of evidence! I don't know what I expected.
Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
But wait a second!
Wait, what? Da-da-da-da. Oh man, this seems great.
You're going to just say you're out, you ran off barking up the wrong tree? Me? I'm talking!
Oh great, stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, something I was told not to talk about.
Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, I kind of oh, this is coming back to me now. I kind of remember this now. Oh, what's she about to say? Not talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Wait. Is that what she's about to say? Is that revealed now? It's gotta be revealed now, because I guess it would make sense.
Well, she's under oath. She wants to.
That's not how witnesses in this game work, though. That's kind of the point. Most of them, anyway.
Well, justify!
What is... Is she about to reveal what I think she's about to reveal?
Well, the studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, right. Because the fact that the director and the producer were there were kept. Oh, I remember now. It's coming back to me.
They said they had nothing to do with it. See?
This is when we get the whole thing with Studio 2.
So they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. If you're going to go accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldback! This is crucial information! Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Hey, you've been listening. They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldback.
Mr. Your cross-examination.
This character, man, she's absurd. Why does she show up so much? Don't know what the point of was making that. I don't know what the point was of making this a testimony. So, you were told not to talk?
That's right. Studio and TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Be too hard on yourselves, honey. We were all in on it.
Edward's all frustrated over here. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. Because they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director. Of course.
Well, I'm surprised no one asked about it.
Fair point. So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. Joined the producer on lunchtime, they had a meeting after that.
Right. That. Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2.
If you look at the guide map. Here it is. Go through the gate and all the way to the left.
Path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Sure, why not? That's weird. Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So, you got your bonus and you still talked. So this is basically just flavor text is what the game is telling me. I've been getting as much info as I can.
Thanks, no problem.
I guess Sarah was the right thing to do. For an old windbag, she sure likes keeping secrets. Let's get as much information as we can. So they were actually in the studio?
Yes, all day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
Wait. Hey, what is this? This isn't your game, Edgeworth. We're not supposed to be able to see your thoughts. I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Oh my god, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. Them? Who were these people?
Well, they're entering the...
Oh. So this is the same information. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Goldberg, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
The sentence of today's proceedings and the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Still kind of a short trial, even with that tacked on to the end. Only one person testified, and there were only, 3 testimonies, I think? Dang, I forgot just how generally short everything was in the first game. October 18th, 1:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ray. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really, it's nothing. Oh, or should I... Maya. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick,
have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? No. That will not be discerned until much later. It's weird. This case starts out as really simple, but I'm pretty sure, honestly, if I remember correctly, in comparison, if we exclude case 5, this is one of the most complicated cases in the game. Because cases 1, 2, and 4 are actually admittedly rather straightforward. This one gets pretty complicated, but obviously is nowhere near as complicated as case 5. But if we don't take into account case 5 because it didn't exist in the original release of the game, then this was the most complicated case in the game before case 5 was added.
Oh, the characters.
It really have been old windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was still buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Come on, old windbag. Feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. I'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
To be continued.
Tomorrow. Much later. Oh, it's just 12:14. A little earlier than last time.
Progress. Day 2 investigation. Ah, so it does say then. Okay, that makes sense. November 18th, Writing Company Law Office. Oh, right. I forget that we just come back to the law offices. Oh, man. Or maybe it's just because I'm just, so used to the investigation series at this point right now. I'm finding literally everything weird in this. Whew, what a day.
This is no time for relaxing, Nick.
Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios! Turnabout Sisters! Yes. What do you think we should do? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and producer. Oh, right. And there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying! Let's get the studios pronto! Except I'm gonna keep talking to you via, You don't have enough information to make a case yet. It's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. It's not enough information. Maya, I freaking love you, dude. Let's try presenting things to her. Sorry, I don't know how that will help us figure this out. Hey, you still have that! Great! Well, we couldn't get to the scene of the murder without it. And its owner isn't missing in his detention cell. Poor old WP. This stupid picture. Oh man, this picture. You know, what if this really was Mr. Powers? Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't really know anyone else it could be. Seriously doubt it was that old windbag. So Mr. Powers is lying? No. He really doesn't seem the type, does he? Curiouser and curiouser. I wish I had my own samurai spear. You'd be my own personal pincushion, Nick. Me? Why me? Hey, see this? You really like showing that off, don't you, Nick? And you can't present profiles in this game, so no presenting Edgeworth to her to see what she thinks of him in this game. Oh man, I think, yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it now. It is late, and I said this would be short, so oh. Yeah, that was something fun just to do on a whim. And anyways,
Can pick it up tomorrow.
but anyways, thanks for joining and see us.